Somebody's got a case of the Mondays. I love that movie, Office Space. Good shit. Oh, I forgot to. I forgot to text my friend back. What do you call it? How's everybody doing on this beautiful Monday night? It was so nice out today here in New York, Long Island, New York. I think all of New York was probably nice out, but it's pretty shitty here usually this time of year. We've had a very mild winter so far, which is good shit cuz oh my god, it's good shit. I hate Mondays. What's up, Ash? How you doing, girl? How you doing, girl? What's up, Amanda Dixon and Jenny? Jenny. Hold on, I just gotta. Actually, I'll wait. I know my husband's gonna be home any minute, but Debbie, it's me. That's me. Cece, Crime Canary. What sound does a canary make? I like that name actually. Minoans, Minoans, Minoans. Oh, thank you, Minoans. Am I saying that right? That sounds like a town. I'm doing all right, Ash. I'm doing good, girl. I'm good. We got a little snow here, though it didn't stick. Coffee chat. We got no snow. Hi, Bonnie. How are you? We've been getting no snow. So funny because we spent all this money to make an ice rink in my backyard. Hey, Val. And um hasn't been cold enough in the last two winters. So, Carol, what's up, girl? DJ, wait, were you DJ the DJ or is that a different DJ? I liked that name if that was your name. Paula, mild winters here in Illinois too. I almost said Illinois. I almost did it. I learned a lot of people here in New York say Illinois. And I learned that that was actually incorrect because I had a college professor from Illinois and I didn't know, but he told us that the S was silent. It was like the first day of class he wrote it on the he oh Mendy, that's nice. Short for the first few. Minoans, if your last name, I just I don't want you to have your last name on here. If that's it, I'm gonna delete your comment just in case. Oh, I can't from here. Shit. Retract it. There's crazy people in here, Minoans. I'm doing it for your protection. Not in here, but probably watching. There's some crazy fuckers in this community. Anyway, but yeah, so he on the first day of college of class, I think it was an English class, he put the word on and he had every person in the room read it. And like 99% of us said Illinois because New Yorkers are fucking stupid. Desi! Hey Lucy, I'm home. So, Amanda T, I'm bored too. My son was bored today. I was like, go to sleep. That'll clear your boredom. He always like wants to play like something at like 9:25, when I usually try to get him in bed by 9:30 cuz like 8 is too early to me. I know a lot of parents do that, but I think it's too early. My mom always let me stay up late, which is probably why I'm a night owl. I was in shorts and a t-shirt today. God dang, KB Bell. Yeah, Minoans, I'm just looking at girl. I don't know how long you've been. You said you were new here. I don't know how long you've been around this neck of the woods in general, but it's scary over here. There's been a lot of doxing, a lot of crazy shit happening. I don't know, there's my husband calling me now. Niagara. Ooh, Amanda, you're in the state. You're in the NY, the Big Apple. That's awesome. I love meeting other people from here. Me too, Amanda. I tell my kids people if you were bored, I could find something you could do. Yeah, exactly. DJ, we could you could clean your room. That's what my mom used to say to me when I'd be like, I'm bored. And I didn't know. I remember when I got evaluated for ADHD and everything in my life started to make sense. I don't know if anybody else in here has ADHD, but I went back through like my childhood and like it was almost like I don't know. I started to think like cuz there was all these things I know about myself, right? That like I can't sit still. Like in school, I used to get very bad anxiety having to sit still during classes or lectures or anything like that, and I would literally get anxiety and not understand why. I would get really, really bad anxiety. Hey, Susan, how are you, girl? I see the grandkid on the picture there. I love little kids. And I love that grandmothers like you get to spend so much time. I wish my mom had more time with my son. Uh, my boys get me 8:30. Yeah, exactly. Well, Jenny, yeah, a lot of kids are like that. But I don't know, I started looking through when I was a kid and I was like, wow, like I remember my mom and my brother used to make fun of me because while I would talk, I would be like constantly some body part had to be moving, my arms, my legs, and I didn't know why. They used to pick on me for it and like I didn't understand why. Now I know why. But I looked back through, I don't know what the whole point of the story was. I forget why I was even talking about this ADHD. But yeah, it's pretty interesting when you find that out about yourself. You have bad anxiety Monday. A lot of people do, Nikki. It's like I do too sometimes, even though I don't work, I still like, oh, the whole week I gotta go. I always have some shit going on. Today I had to get my, hey, Ben, how you doing? Ben, what you doing there? I saw you in the bathtub today. Ben, I love you. You're so funny. Um, I had to get my car inspected today because I'm getting a new car. Yay. So, banana seat, banana bicycle seat. Hey, hey, DJ making it matter. Um, Jealous. What's going on with Bonnie? What are we jealous of? Let's go back up. Coffee chat. It was so beautiful. Oh, the weather. Are we talking? Yeah, it's been so mild here. It's so weird. Um, Ben, I'm gonna pin your comment because I think it's hilarious. Hey, everybody. I'm shit faced drunk. Oh, Ben. Ben, Ben, Ben. Ben, Ben, Ben. Hey, you know what, Ben? I like that you admit it because sometimes people don't like to admit it. I was just diagnosed with ADHD at 30. A lot of my, right? Tifa Beans, like, you go back through your whole childhood and you're like, oh my God, no wonder why I couldn't sit still in school. And my desk was always a mess and I couldn't find things. And I couldn't, like, I was on like a motor. I felt like always, my mind was always a million miles an hour. I was always daydreaming all the time. And I didn't know why. Now I know why. And when you look back, you're like, holy shit, like there was a reason that I was this way. It's not just because like I'm crazy or, whatever, hyper. Well, you are hyper, because girls tend to have I think is it the hyperactivity? Because there's two different types of ADHD. There's uh, what is it? Where you don't pay attention. I just had the word in my mouth and then I lost it. Inattentive. And then there's also the hyperactive type. And I believe girls more so have is it the inattentive? I don't know. I forgot which one I have. Are you gonna show us your car? Yeah, Flower for Life when I get it. I'm leasing. We just started leasing and I actually like it because I'm one of those people like I love cars and so I'll get a new car. It's nice to be able to get a new car every couple of years. It's expensive, but you know, cars don't hold their value anyway, so it's kind of makes more sense, right? Your son has ADD, banana seat bicycle. I think my son probably has it too. I was diagnosed. Me neither, Amanda. I don't take medication because I don't want to. I figured I got this far in life. I honestly think I need it, but I don't want to take anything that has a stimulant in it, like Adderall. So there's one that I spoke about with my therapist, which was what was it? Um, I can't think of the name. Shatera. Somebody in here once said that they take it. Pugs, I didn't get it yet. I have oh, by the way, Ben, no, I didn't see it. I just saw the thumbnail. I saw it like probably after. I didn't watch it because I was busy, but I was skimming through YouTube. Sometimes I just listen to YouTube while I'm getting dressed. But anyway, Yeah, somebody in here said something about Shatera, and then oh, Inspector Pug. So yeah, I'm somebody, I'm trading my car in, and I have right now the Chevy Traverse. So I like the new one, like a lot. So I'm probably gonna get that one. I would love to get like a Tahoe or like something bigger, but they're so expensive. And the one I have, honestly, I drove a what was it? A GNC Denali. This thing was sick. It was fully loaded, like to the bulls. And I drove that when I got in an accident. I had it as a rental and it was so nice, but it's so expensive. And in reality, it's not that much bigger than my truck. Like the Traverse is actually it's like a mid-range, I guess, but it's decent size. It's very, very roomy inside. It's got the 3 rows of seats, which is good. You know, my son's getting older, so if he needs friends, carpool, it'll be nice. The Chevy Blazer, yeah, Javier, I looked at that. I think that one's a little smaller. I want a Toyota Tundra, the pickup. I want one that like you could just make looks. Let's look at them. Let's see what they look like. They're fucking beautiful people. I see like a lot of like I don't know, I guess celebrities have them in like LA. And they're so fucking nice. Like you could do so much to them and customize them and I don't know. I used to love that shit, like customizing cars. Like I used to buy grills for my cars and all that kind of shit cuz I'm very very into cars. So, not into like I'm not into like fixing them and shit cuz I'm not I mean, I could do oil changes and simple stuff, but spark plugs. Probably not in a newer car. Who knows? Because they make everything so compacted nowadays. And I used to install my like I had an amp and speakers and I installed like I had it done and then I had to undo it when I sold my car. So I just kind of remembered it and then the next few cars that I had, I just installed it myself, my speakers. So I enjoy doing that shit though. Like I'm like a tomboy totally. Let's see the Tundra. Hold on. Toyota. I think it's a Tundra. I think that's the name of it. It's such a nice truck. Toyota Tundra. I was never I mean, I told my husband, I said as soon as my son's old enough to drive, I'm going back to like luxury vehicles. I want a car. I don't know. I'm not a truck person, but I like the truck. I just don't like how big it is. Like I kind of like that it's small. Like look at this thing. Oh my god. Hold on, let me do a little screeny share. Hold on a second. I gotta pull this window out. I don't know what it is. I just love this truck. I wanted my husband to get one, but they're actually more expensive than what the hell just happened? They're more expensive than like any other pickup truck. Even I love the Toyota Highlander. It's a SUV, but it's so fucking expensive. It's ridiculous. Why does this thing keep making me search through Bing? Fuck Bing. All right, hold on. Oh my god. I have like some type of spyware bullshit. Sorry. It just keeps going back to it. Oh, come on, dude. What's going on? Hold on, guys. Toyota Tundra. There's some like really, really nice ones. I drove my husband's pickup though. Pickups suck. I don't know. They're nice to have, but they're kind of a waste of a big vehicle in a sense. If you're not like using the bed, it's like a waste. You know what I'm saying? Like I'd rather have all that extra space be something like seats or storage or I mean you can put storage in there, but all right, let's see. Is this it? This is it. Like check this out. This thing is so nice. Could you guys imagine me driving that? I would love to drive that one. The black rims, the little things. I don't know. I just like look, you do so much. I want a monster truck so bad. I want a monster truck. Look at that thing. That one's actually weird. I don't like the color. This thing's sick. Look at the black one. Come on. Who doesn't want this right now? That thing's sick. They got some cool ones. Where's like all the custom ones? I want to see those. I'm such a fucking tomboy, I swear. I was born in the wrong gender. Like, look at this one. That thing looks fucking badass. That thing, could you? I would love to drive that thing. Oh my god, it's so cool. I don't know why. I just love this truck for some reason. It's like the weirdest thing. My husband has a Silverado. Ooh, that one's nice. But no, I'll show you guys what I'm getting. Because I'm a boring soccer mom. No, I'm a hockey mom. Hold on. Hacky ma'am. That's how Remy says it. Hacky ma'am. Hold on a second. Let me insert the Chevy Traverse 2020. I got it like the wrong year too, because if you know how like they redo the body style every couple of years, this is pretty much exactly what I want right there. White, all white. I hate the gray at the bottom. That plastic bullshit. Ooh, look at this one. I don't even know if I want the pearl though. The pearl's nice, but I kind of like this. Look at that. This thing's so nice. It's bigger than the one I have now, or at least it seems like it's a little bigger. Let's see a better. Let's see a better picture. How come it's not loading? Because my internet sucks. I gotta get this stupid virus thing out of here. Oh yeah, look at that thing. The freaking chrome rims. All white everything. $50,000? Holy shit, man. Fuck, cars are expensive. Let's see the other colors. Eh. I don't like colors. No offense to anybody out there if you guys do. It's just not, I don't personally care for them. That's actually nice, the silver. I had a silver. I do white though. I get white cars always. I was thinking black because it's been a while, but black's such a pain in the ass, and I'm not very good about taking my car to the car wash. Not gonna lie. I used to be when I was younger, but see, I don't like it in any other colors. I only like the white, the pearl white. Wait, which one's? Oh, this is the pearl. Sorry. That's the regular white. That's what I have now. Summit white and the black. I'm so boring, man. Black and white. This thing would look sick though with black rims and then tinted out windows. I should work for fucking West Coast Customs. What do you guys think? Most big vehicles. Yeah, exactly, Christy. I don't do that much driving, so I don't mind. Oh, Amanda, you have a Traverse too? Yay. Amanda T. Yeah, the new Ford Explorer is nice. That's a nice truck. I will never get a fucking Ford again. I had nothing but bad experience. Well, I had a Lincoln, which is basically a Ford. It's made by Ford. So, like, look how nice that thing is. Oh my God, I'm so excited. But look at the black one down here. Ugh. I can't make my mind up. I like the black too, but I'd want tinted windows with it. If you can't tint the windows with the black, I don't want it. And I don't know if you could tint on a lease. That's the only thing that sucks about having a lease is you can't customize it. Your dream car is my father's 1972 Land Cruiser. Let's see what that looks like. People are like, Mega Mobsters showing cars tonight. Hold on, let me see what that looks like. Ah! NYC or beneath it, my dad had, I'll show you what my dad had when I was a kid, and I want to find it so bad. 1972. I didn't even know they had the freaking Land Cruiser. That's crazy. Hold on, I gotta stop screen sharing for a second. All right, hold on. Let's see. NYC's dream car. 1972 Toyota. I didn't even know they made it back then. I want a Bronco. I want like a 1996 Bronco so bad. I keep looking out for them. I think because of my friend George, he had a Bronco that was lifted. It was sick. It had huge monster truck tires, and I just loved it. I loved that freaking car. And like I always loved the Broncos. I don't know. But I want a fucking monster truck. Oh wow. NYC, this thing's nice. Hold on, let's see if we can find land. I spelled that wrong. Let me see. Let me get you guys on here. Screen share. Hold on. There they are. Those are cool. It kind of almost looks like a Jeep, right? That's pretty cool. It's cute. Wow. That thing's cool. I would like that too. That's fucking awesome. What an awesome car. Does he still have it? Is he the original owner of that? Who you got a crush on, Ben? Have you seen the 2020? Yes, Jared Dawn. Oh, let me see that one. Hold on. This is so annoying because I have to go to fucking Google. what is it called again? Oh, 2020 Buick Enclave. I love the Enclave. I was looking at that when I was looking for my truck. I looked at like I'm like one of those people that if I'm picking something out, I need to see every fucking option. You know, like I was like I want a truck, so I had to look at every like fucking SUV that's made, you know. Wow, this thing's actually cheaper than the Traverse. That's weird. Is it must be smaller. It is nice. That's kind of what my car looks like now. That I like the that's why I like the new Traverse cuz it's got that more boxy look and that's a truck to me. Some of them look like minivan trucks, you know what I'm saying? Buick Enclave. What was the other one? Hold on. I lost that comment. I lost it. Or the Envision. Let's see that one. Hold on. Buick. Why is it back at Bing? Ugh. Oh my God. This is. Oh, whoops. Oh, this is so infuriating. It won't stop going to Bing no matter what I do. I have to get like spyware removal. I thought that was like the whole reason I got a Mac. Oh, that's nice too. That is nice. Damn. How are the Buicks cheaper than the fucking Chevys? That's so weird. Is there another truck? Do they have another? I like the is it not the Regal? What was it? Shit, now I can't remember. Enclave. All right, so those are all the trucks. This thing, the LaCrosse. See, that's what. Oh, wait, let me go back. I would probably go for this one. Fuck, where'd it go? What happened? What I just did. Okay. Come on, you son of a bitch. I want to go to cars. I love cars. I don't know. I just love big luxury cars. Sedans, whatever the fuck you call them, sedans. Hold on. Let's see. That, the LaCrosse, but I like, oh, they got the Regal Sportsback. I didn't know that. That thing's pretty nice, actually. See, I would get something like this. I think it's so nice. No, I don't care if my opinion matters. Oh, man, look at that thing. Hold on. Let's make it white. That thing's sick. To the window. I wish the windows were that black. That thing's nice. That is something I would totally drive. But I need the truck. I need the truck for Jesse. Son of a bitch. I would totally get that thing. Fuck. I miss having cars. I really do. I don't know. The truck just like, I feel like you can't maneuver it like the way you can a car. Cars, like, I love feeling like a little race car driver, like low down to the ground. I don't know. This is like, anyway, I'll show you New York City Urbanista. I'll show you my dream collector's car. This is so annoying with this Bing bullshit already. Who uses Bing? Does anybody? See? Didn't even touch anything and it went to Bing. Ford. I'm boring people tonight, huh? It's been way too crazy. There you go. That's what I want. 1964 T-Bird. My dad's looked like, let's see. His was weird. It was like this silver color. Like a kind of pearly silver. Ooh, look at that one. That's nice right there. See, that's what I would get. Something like that. I don't know about the drop top because it's not up here. It's not really. Man, that looks like my dad's kind of. I don't know. Any one of these I would take, to be honest with you. I kind of like the retro colors, like the red. See, like a car like this, they look better in colors, the classic cars, I feel personally. They look weird in white. But, oh, these are so cool. I want one so bad. Dreams. Whoa, look at that fucking, what the fuck? That's like some West Coast custom shit right there. One day, my husband we had a 1969 Ford Mustang, but he got rid of it. He was like, I'm never gonna fucking get around to working on this thing with Jesse's hockey. I have a Mac Bally, babe. What's the matter? I got the Mac. Accord was my college car, and another one was my first adult car. My first car was a Toyota Camry. And then I got, what did I get after that? Hold on. I had the Toyota. I think I had a Maxima, Nissan Maxima, and then I had Lincoln LS. I feel like there was a car between there. No, I don't think so. Then I got the Lincoln LS. That was like my baby. Then uh I got an Avalon. I don't even know why. I got a Toyota Avalon and I hated it. Everybody used to be like, that's a grandpa car, nice grandpa car. How old are you, Liana? Everybody would fuck with me. And it was so ugly. I don't know why. I kind of liked it because it looked like one of the Lexuses, but I don't know. And then I actually ended up trading that one in because I got in an accident. And then I bought another Ultima, another Avalon because the next model up was like way nicer than the one that I had, and it was so fast. I sold it to my in-laws. They have it now. It was $600 a month. Yeah. Oh yeah. You can, NYC. There's no reason to have a fucking car in the city, like unless you have family. Like I don't know. Ooh, the mint green is your favorite, Beefergs. That is nice in that for that. Ballet Babe, Max aren't all they're cracked up to be, honestly. To be honest with you, if you're doing, like what I do, like graphic design stuff, yeah, then they're great. But I mean, look, I still have spyware and shit. They really didn't have viruses for Mac years ago. Now I guess there are, but not as much as there is on a PC. I just hated the PC. I hated it. The newer Windows just wasn't working for me. I hate driving. You're a backseat driver. Death Wish? Who's making death wishes, Ben? What? What the hell? Wait a second. Live been drinking 24 hours. You better get some sleep, Ben. You got a brand new. Whoa, mom without a watch. Hold on a second. You got a fucking brand. That was weird. I don't know what the hell just happened. It accidentally ended the broadcast or like took me out of it. That was weird. Hmm. Ben, who's sending you death threats, dude? Baby blues. That is good to know. Make them up there. Yeah, no, Ballet Babe. Don't get me wrong; they're really good computers, the Mac. But I don't know. It's a give and take. I mean, they are better quality, but then you have to keep in mind that you're gonna have to. Everything's opposite. Like to just do Control C to copy something, it's Command on a Mac, so it's not on the same place in the keyboard. So that's one of the things you're gonna have to get rid of. If you use shortcuts like that on the keyboard, um, which I do as a graphic designer all the time. Otherwise, shit, it would take me 10 times the amount of time to do work. But yeah. Error 404 user not found. You drunk? Am I drunk? No, I don't drink. I don't really drink. So Ben's drunk. My anxiety kills me when I drive. Yeah, Christy, driving fucking. I find the older you get, like you get more anxiety. Especially, I get very bad anxiety when I'm driving and other people are in the car. When I'm by myself, I'm fine. But whenever I have somebody else in the car, I get nervous. Ballet Babe, is it much different than an iPad? Well, yeah. I mean, it's definitely, iPads can only do so much. For me, like if you're just using it to go on the web and that's it, then no, I wouldn't waste the money on it. You know what I'm saying? Unless you're running some like intense software like Adobe Photoshop or, something like that, then yeah, it's worth the money. But if you're just using it to like go online, it's not gonna help you. It's not, yeah, it's not worth it. Like I was looking at the what do you call it, laptops the other day. Like the cheapest one is like fucking $1,200. It's fucking crazy. Baby blues. Ah, that's so funny. I gotta pin that one. Hold on, be right back. Making my daddy a sandwich. That's a little joke from Ben's live last night. If any case anybody missed it. My daughter-in-law's car. Oh, that's pretty cool, Debbie. Wait, who said that they had a Maxima for Christmas or some shit? And that's what I was going to click on them, and then I kicked myself out of my live by accident. It's just been too crazy the last couple of days. There's too much shit going on. People are losing their goddamn minds over the dumbest shit. Like, it's just, I need to just fucking honestly unsubscribe from a bunch of people, and I think that'll keep them out of my vision, and then I won't have to get annoyed by them. I mean, I do have willpower to skip over certain people, but at the same time, I like to stay in the know and be a little nosy every now and again. Ben, you never drink? I didn't see you drinking last night, Ben. What are you talking about? I love driving too, Ballet Babe. I find it relaxing, but not when people are in the car. Oh, the Denali. Yeah, that's nice. The Denali. I've never seen so much crazy. Amanda, I haven't either. I just I look back and I'm like, wow, we were all friends at one time. And now it's just like all out fucking war. Like everybody, me, Brian, Pink, Laura, Marianne, we were all friends. All friends. And now it's just like, it got so fucking split and crazy. And then it's like, you do get rallied up by people, people that are like, yeah, they're fucking assholes, and da 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 da. And it just it builds and intensified. And now it's just fucking insanity where people are just picking every word apart that everybody says. So just like last night, I tried to make it very clear. You know what? I don't even want to bring it up. Forget it. Forget it. Hey, just me. I agree, it really does. Wait, what'd she say? Oh, sorry, jeez. I had to change some. What happened, Red Lotus? What'd you do? Did you take something down? And it's like crazy. It's like I can't believe all these people who were once friends are like just fucking out to at each other's throats, man. At each other's throats. And you're just like, what do you do about it? There's nothing any of us could fucking do to change it at this point. Except ignore it, which is, the best thing that I think you can do. Red Lotus, what year is your car? And I know the seat belts. Oh, the seatbelt thing. Yeah, the ding, ding, ding. That thing's so fucking annoying. It is good, though, because it does remind you to put the freaking seatbelt on. I like John's community post. I feel I don't want to even hear about any of it anymore. This live is, yeah. I didn't see his community post, but you're 100% right. Ooh, nice baby blues, a black convertible Mustang. That's actually nice. See, you can't have you could have a convertible here, but you can only use it for a couple of months out of the year. So, plus we have very fucking crazy weather. It rains and we'll have days, a week straight of rain. Exactly, Ballet Babe. It should be fun. It should just be, we come here for entertainment. And this shit's now turning into entertainment. And the fucking anger of some, people, I just can't, they carry this anger day in and day out about this shit. And I can't wrap my mind around it. I get over things quickly, and just move on. I'm over. Exactly, Beefers. There you go. The less you see, the better. I mean, because that's the only thing you could do. It's like, you have to remove yourself. You're not going to change other people. Oh, the Monte Carlo. I remember those. You can't change it. Adam, yeah, it'll have OnStar, but I don't use it. I hate OnStar. It's so stupid. I don't like it. They give you a month free when you first get the car, but I don't even use it. There's nothing to use it for. Macy's and real stuff. Macy's stopping your tracks for sure. Yeah, Red Lotus. Yeah, exactly. I'm just the best thing you could do is when people start going off the fucking rails is to just not feed into it or give it attention when you start seeing hostility everywhere you go. People are so passionate about what they're talking about. It's like, oh my god, her Denali is a huge SUV. But wow, does it have crazy? Yeah, Debbie, that's what I had. The Denali. I drove it for a rental, and that thing had the coolest features. I have a crush on Tiffany Marie. Can you guys tell? Nah, Ben, we can't tell at all. I didn't know What are you talking about? If you say something that is offensive, own it and move on. Thank you, Beth M. God, that exactly. Does it need to turn into a 10-day, like, I didn't say this, blah, 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 blah. You know, it doesn't need to turn into that. Like, either deny it and or just move on. I get it that nobody wants to be accused of being anything, but look, I'm being accused of being a doxer right now, right? There's a fucking makeup doxer website, like page, troll, whatever. Do I give a shit? No, because I know I didn't dox anybody. I know I didn't. You know, I can't help that that person's name. If that person's name was like I love frogs, you know, would that be doxing them? No, obviously not. Their fucking name was attached to their stupid thing. You just have to like kind of learn to pick your battles. You know what I'm saying? I don't like you want fine. You think I'm a doctor? Go for it, you know? Run with it. I don't give a shit. It's not gonna change anything that I think. Is Tiffany in here? I don't know what happened to her. I just was on the phone with a friend from here actually for like 2 hours. So well maybe like an hour and a half. I'm not in any chats where there is fighting. I'm sick of it. Bally baby, yeah, I think we all are. I think you guys are too. Like I try to, you know, as a subscriber too, because I never just look at myself as like, oh, I'm a creator. I'm a subscriber really when it comes down to it. I mean, I watch probably more than I put out, way more. You haven't seen her. I just was talking to her and I told her I was gonna lie. Well, she could be busy, which is okay. That's fine. Interesting. Interesting. So, anyway, I'm sick of being pissed off. I'm the only one who can change. Exactly. Thank you, Beefers. There you go. That's what I'm saying. I'm like, you know, people text me and they're like, oh my God, look at this. This person's talking about you. And sometimes I go and I'll look and I'm just like, whatever. And other times I don't even care. I'm like, it's my choice to watch that or not watch it. And it's my choice to respond or not respond to it. So I just, you know, I have to draw the line somewhere. You know, you can respond every so often. I'm buffering, motherfucker. You know, sometimes you have to. Oh, there you are, Tiffany. Were you in here the whole time? Not that like I care. If you have something else to do, it's fine. Nothing crazy going on. I mean, you do have to respond every once and again. But then after a while, like if people just see what happens here is like you explain yourself, right? And people get mad at you for something, right? So you go on a live, you explain the situation, you're like, oh, this is what happened, X, Y, and Z. And then from that, they find something else offensive about something that you said, whatever it is, they'll take something and be like, well, she doesn't care. Just like this happened to me this morning. I went into somebody's chat, not saying who, and I saw people talking about what happened last night about that person coming in and saying that they were gonna, you know, they're a mandated reporter and all this shit. And they only ran with that part of it, but I said blatantly clearly that I don't agree with that. I don't agree with it. I don't think you should be calling social services on anybody off YouTube unless you're 100% sure that their children are in danger. You know, don't waste their fucking time. That's all I was saying. But it got twisted today. So by a lot of people. I probably respond to it. It is hard, Amanda T. And it's because it's infuriating. Chris? All right. It's infuriating when people are saying shit about you, but you can't, like, you try to fix it and then they just take that and they use it like, oh, she's such a hypocrite. And didn't she say this? And I don't know. I've never had people like use my words against me the way that it happens on here. Just people fucking using your words against you or twisting them or twisting the meaning, you know, or whatever, trying to guess what you were thinking. It's like, it's amazing. I've cut out toxic, narcissistic people in my life, primarily my family, and I feel so much better. Adam, I'm in the same boat, man. I did the same thing for my mental health, and it definitely helps. It helps to sometimes just be quiet about things. Hold on. My comments aren't going down. I think she hates me now. No, Ben, nobody hates you. What are you talking about? Me? I don't hate you, Ben. I don't hate you, Ben. They have moved on from yeah, just me exactly. And then I'm not going to even give it half the fucking attention that Laura did. She does respond. I know she lets a lot of shit go too, but she does respond. And I don't, like I said, I feel like I want to just pick my battles, because if I responded to every little thing, my whole fucking channel would be about that. And I'm not doing that. I mean, I refuse to let my channel turn into a fucking drama filled shit show. You know what I'm saying? You cannot take, hold on. Ugh, I hate this thing. Every time I go to read a thing, it like skips up. Damn it, where is that? KB Bells. How come I can't find it? Yeah, exactly, KB Bells. You don't go in any more lives. Hold on. Where the fuck is it? You cannot take someone's recap of a video or chat. You have to hear it for yourself, or you're hearing another person. Exactly, KB Bells. And I think that's a big problem here. I think it's a huge problem. Everybody's just like, takes, okay, this person told me and they're my friends, so they must know and they must be telling me the truth, Debbie, exactly. You have to just learn how to ignore some of them. My dang internet. My goddamn internet. It's a big pile of cow dung at the moment. Ego versus ego, win/lose mentality. Nobody wins. Sit down, take a seat, and I will never be told where to go. So good for you, British Chippy. I agree. People want to go, dude, go where you want. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I can't project all my feelings onto other people. I feel the way that I feel. Matt Dillon? Ugh, really? I don't know. I don't find him attractive. Doesn't he have a brother that looks almost troll dipwads? Honestly, most of what they say says more about them than it does you. Exactly, Caroline Connor. When you're like calm and you approach things like more intelligently, like you get different results. You cannot fucking you can't like talk rationally to irrational people. So it's a waste of your time. Who's almost at 1,100 hardware trying to, Kim, I didn't know you had a channel. Everybody check out Kim A's channel. Let me see if I can find a link. Hold on a second. Let's get that linky up here. Kim A. Oh my God, there's probably going to be like a million Kim A's. Oh, there you are. First one. Holy shit. How do you like that? Let's get a link. Let's help her get to more people. Yeah, it is hard. It's very hard to start a channel. People don't realize it. You think that you just like start making a bunch of videos and people find you. It helps to have like one good video, but it doesn't always work out like that. Like I got this one video that had over 100,000 views like within the first couple of months that it was up. And too bad I didn't have my fucking monetization at that time. I was monetized like from the get-go on when I came on here. And then it got like suspended over a period of time because first it was because I had two different pages on one, and then it was because I had changed my bank, so my banking information was wrong, and so I lost out on all that money. That was like my most viewed video. It sucks, but I want to actually. I made that makeup mirror, so I want to do an updated one. So maybe I'll get some more. Mama that watch Fresh Direct delivers New York sourced really great produce. Ooh, every year I've lived here. Yeah, NYC, it is coming. NYC is becoming more green and consumer friendly. I agree with that. When you carry chats with fun content, you don't need that tit for tat. Exactly, Debbie, that's me. Because like it's never going to end if you just keep fucking, this person claps back and then you clap back and then they clap back, and it's just like it's a never ending fucking cycle until somebody gets hurt. That's, and even then it seems, it still doesn't settle. So there's only so much you could do. People want respect. Yeah, Christy Andrews, that's so true. People do want respect from the wrong people. I think there's a lot of fear here and a lot of enabling and denial. And that's just anywhere in life. You know, I saw it in my own family. You see it at work. You know, like there might be that one guy we had at one of my old jobs. There was this one guy who fucking did like, he did nothing really. But when he did do his work, he did it very good. It's just that he wasn't the type to fucking volunteer to do things. And then he started making like, he started using our job for like nefarious things, like fucking making fake IDs and shit. No, not IDs. What was it? Fake inspection stickers for cars. Oh my god. Who's this? That's weird. Um anyway. Uh they they I forgot what I was gonna say. Thanks for the super chat. What the fuck was I gonna say? Um I just totally lost my fucking train of thought. The more he says, the bigger hole he digs. Nobody. Well, that's the thing, Carolyn. You know what? Sometimes you just have to let people fucking hang themselves, and you know what I'm saying? That's it. Just let them fucking hang themselves. Very weird. Cold dominoes. Yeah, that was weird, Shalabella. Very weird. Are you delivering to us? Ugh. Don't worry. It's a troll trying to like scare me. So what we're gonna do? I'm glad they paid me $5 though, but um, it's a place, but it's actually not by me. She doesn't have pizza where she lives. I don't believe in it. Yeah, that's it. We don't have pizza here in New York. I don't like any of the pizza around me. I really don't. I think it's all shitty. I know he is digging a hole. Exactly. And you know what? Just give him the shovel and let him fucking dig. When nobody's responding and you know, you could kind of see that he just keeps answering and answering and answering and answering and answering and making these, you know, eh, oh my god, I'm not trying to scare you, dork. I was playing. Okay. Okay. Oh, I know. I got the joke. I got the joke. As soon as I said the word dork, I knew. I knew. Anyway, the great video. How about people using Avatar? What? 411 now has a great video on how people are using your avatar. Ballet Babe, who is that? What's the who is 411? I don't know who that is. Kiwi Bells, your comments are always on point. Yeah, they always are. Seriously. When you hang with someone with moral compass, work ethic, compassion, if you lack those, they repel you because you are forced to hold up a mirror to yourself and see shortcomings. That's so true. That is so true. So, so true. I mean, I don't know. There's just certain people that I just don't think that they ever want to resolve conflict and they actually enjoy it, you know, and I can't help that. And I don't want to play into that. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to keep playing into it because when you do, if you just keep playing into it every single time, you end up looking like an asshole. So, well, you never know these days. No offense for the word. Yeah, exactly. What about the words? Is it Murray's cheese? Who's Murray's cheese? Murray's cheese. Sounds good though if it's got cheese in it. One side of my buds just died. Pugs, what kind of damn earbuds do you have that they're always freaking all messed up? That's what happened with my AirPods. The battery, like, I don't know. I guess it lasts like a decent amount of time, but it's a little less every time I use it. I know, serendipity, exactly. I just got to keep doing my own thing, and that's it, and move on. It's not worth it. It really isn't. At the end of the day, there's so many more things we could sit here and talk about. Like it's not. It's not. Mom without a watch. You're visiting New York at some point. New York has a fancy meat and cheese store. I want to go out. Want to go to the store on TV. Interesting. Interesting. There's so many. I don't. Is it in the city or I don't know. Most of them are addicted to and seek out the drama. Exactly, Carolyn. Exactly. And that is a thing, man. I think there is Shit, they should make a fucking diagnosis for it in the DSM. Drama addiction. I don't know what you call it, but Marianne, what chat was that? I was in a chat and had to exit. It was awful. People just keep going. Like, they're so. I just like sometimes think to myself, like, I'm like, what the fuck are you so angry about at the end of the day? Like, a stranger who doesn't know you in real life, right? Who lives somewhere. Hey, Lord, thanks. She just gave me $10. I'm rich. I'm rich, bitch. I'm Rick James, bitch. Um, Somebody that doesn't know you, I don't know. It's like, how could they be that angry with you to the point where they're like, I cannot believe the fucking anger against me. I know, I understand some of it because I did, speak out, I guess, but the rest of it, I don't understand. I don't understand, because I feel like once you're not liked on here or people will, you know, once people decide that they don't like you, they will find any reason to fucking hate you. Everything you say is offensive. And it's with those types of people, there's no use of talking to them. You just need to stay away from them. They're never going to change their opinions. They're going to find everything that you say and, oh, she said this, so it must mean this and it must mean that. And it doesn't. Nobody, at the end of the day, I'm the only person that can think for myself. I don't need other people thinking for me. Ridiculous. Ooh, let's see what my makeup geek thing is. It's coming. I ordered like, oh my God, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 new eyeshadows. Probably all colors that I already have, but whatever. Whatever. My husband was like, "You're done with Ulta?" I'm like, dude, I have to chill out with makeup. I have way too much. I don't use it all. Can't take it personal. It could be you one day and someone else the next day, whatever serve the hate agenda of the day. Yeah, exactly, Carol. That's what I'm saying, Carolyn. It is. You have been surprised by people. Yeah, Christy, I have been. I have been. I'm just like, I don't know. I just like, if I did something to people, then yeah, I would totally get their anger. Like if I'm not talking about, all right, forget the fucking Patreon chat bullshit, right? Before then, these people were just as fucking angry with me, and like that didn't really change things much. It might have got a little worse. Ooh, yeah, Desi, I had the Ulta credit card too. But what was my whole point there? Darn, Liana. I don't even remember. Stems from childhood trauma can equal a lifetime of drama unless you do the exactly, Denise, unless you do the psychology work. Fuck, I can't even. Oh, right. I'm seeing people that I was like friends with for a long time that are like so angry at me, and I don't understand why. I really don't. And they have all these excuses, but at the end of the day, I know a lot of them use, Marianne as an excuse, but I'm like, at the end of the day, though, that's between me and her. That's not for you to be worried about it. Like, if two friends are fighting, I know it's hard to be stuck in the middle, but instead of like, why don't you act as like a fucking liaison between them or some shit? Like, try to get them to talk again or I don't know. I don't know. It's just crazy to me. Thank you, Vinny G. Vinny J, it's cool here, Vinny. It's pretty cool here. Hope you're doing well. That truly means they were not exactly NYC. Like I was just like, I'm kind of shocked because I usually have a good read of people. But there's a few people that just slipped right under my radar. And I don't know if it's because of YouTube and not, like the fact that you don't see the person. So I don't know, maybe that helps you when you're able to actually interact with somebody face to face. You see their body language and their movements and bye back evil. Um, I don't know. I don't know if that's what it is. It's just so fucking weird. I can't believe I would let these people go under my radar like that when they're mean. They're mean people. That means yeah, exactly. NYC. That's what it is. Thank you, Vinny. G again. I know I already said thank you, but I'll say it again. It's so weird to me. I just don't get it. Me neither. Like I see these people in chats, two people in particular, and I see them in chats, and I see them like, like it's like, why are you like? I don't know. I didn't do anything to these two people at all. I'll see them like in chats typing things like, nobody's gonna tell me where to go. I go where I like. And I'm thinking, did I tell anybody where to go? I've never told anybody ever where they should and shouldn't go. Have I warned people, that I think people are shady? Sure. But I don't tell anybody, don't go to this person's thing. Don't go to that person's thing. And I'm like, why are they saying this about me? I've never, like, I can't wrap my head around that. Why are you just making shit up? Are you trying to, like, do you feel guilty and you're just making shit up to justify your anger? I don't know. Thank you, Black Eagle. You are too. That's for sure. Put that up. Black Eagle. Black Eagle's tough. Black Eagle's the kind of chick I wouldn't want to mess with. I see she's very tough girl. She's tough. I gotta admit, I was a little intimidated by Black Eagle. And I don't get intimidated by people very easily, but she's one of those people because she's strong. She's a strong woman. Never had it. I don't want to tell anyone when they. Never have I heard anyone tell. Yeah, I mean, who the fuck am I to tell people? Bella Babe, just in real life, it takes time to really figure people out. Yeah, NYC, I feel like in real life, I have such a good radar that I could tell pretty much within the like first time of meeting somebody, whether they're, good or bad. I mean, some people are just overtly like shitty and it's obvious. But then there's people that, you could question, but I'll know that. Like, I'll note that at least. I'll be like, I'm not getting the best vibe off this person, but let me give them a chance and see what happens. On here, it's a little bit harder. It definitely is. I mean, I was friends with one of these people for years, not even just like the last year of my life, for like 6 years. And I'm like, what happened? I don't even understand what happened. And they won't talk to you. I tried emailing them. I tried messaging them to explain, my side of things and say, hey, this is how I feel. And they never got back to me. Or they would get back to me and be like, oh, this one person in particular was like, give me your email. Twice they did that to me. And they're like, I have a lot to say, but they never wrote to me. They never emailed me. So I'm like, well, you can't resolve a problem unless, like, in my head, unless you talk about it. This is like the same thing that happened with my brother and his wife with the stupid fucking wedding dress. I mean, I didn't go to my brother's wedding over a fucking dress that I picked out, a fucking BB dress. Like, I still can't wrap my mind around that. They did not, my brother straight up told me that his wife did not want to talk about it. So how do I pass things? So then I just have to compromise in feelings. Like, I was so confused about the whole situation. Like, why is this girl who didn't ask me to be in her wedding party trying to control what I'm wearing to her wedding? I'm sorry. I don't understand that. I just don't. I'm not in your wedding party. My sound is roboting. I don't know what I could do about that. StreamYards. Hold on, let me try to mute and unmute. What the fuck's going on? Hello? All right, I'll wait a minute and see if it catches up. Amanda, it's completely insane. Like, they asked my husband and then my son to be in their wedding, and then I wasn't in it, which I was actually fine with because I didn't already kind of wasn't really too crazy about, his wife. But I was like, I couldn't understand it. And then they didn't want to talk about it to help me understand it. It turned into a fight. I was fucking offended. My brother, I tried to, like, the first time say nicely to him, like, kind of back him away. Like, listen, I'm a big girl. I'm 30 something years old. Oh, all right, Amanda. Yeah, it probably was my internet. We mean NYC. What's the sign? Like, over a fucking dress. And I couldn't understand it, and they did not want to have a fucking discussion with me. They had one with my mom, but they did not have one with me. That like it got to a point where my brother was like, "Oh, the only way I'll talk to her is if we're sitting in a therapist." So then I told my mom, okay, I'll close bluff. Make an appointment. You know, go ahead, make an appointment. And he never did. So it's just it's infuriating. It's so hard to deal. Like then how do you change the situation unless you talk about it? He wanted me literally to just forget what. Oh, all right. Sorry, I'm yeah, it was a sign. It was a huge red flag. Um, like he wanted me to just not wear that dress, go to the wedding, shut up, and let his wife fucking control me. And I don't know, maybe because that I had just got out of my brother just had I don't know, he has a tendency to date these women that are a little controlling. His ex-girlfriend was like nowhere near as his wife. But or I should say his ex-fiance. But she was still also she was very sensitive, his ex. Like so if she took something that you said the wrong way, she would like make a big deal about it. Even if you were just joking with her or whatever, she'd make a huge deal out of it. And she'd get all upset and whatever. But I always apologized to her. But like towards the end, I knew that she was cheating on my brother for 2 years. And I was trying to like be respectful. So I was walking on eggshells. It was just such a fucking annoying situation. Like I was like, I have to sit here and walk on eggshells for this fucking asshole that I know is cheating on my brother. And it ended up she was. And I'm not doing it again. When his new fucking wife came around, I was like, I refuse to fucking have to walk on eggshells for your fucking significant other again. It's not happening. I'm putting my foot down. I mean, who the fuck tells somebody that their dress is too short? It's it's so weird. It wasn't even that short. Do I have a picture of it? Did I show you guys? I probably did on my videos, but it was just so weird. It was so fucking weird, the whole situation. And I couldn't understand it. And no matter, they wouldn't talk about it. They refused to talk about it with me. Can you please explain how she pulled a Molly and perps? What do you mean? Who? What? Eh? Eh? Who pulled a Molly and perps? I don't know what that means. Is that person still here? Oh, no, it's my opinion, not judging. She said, why do they dislike me now? I was giving an opinion. I must have missed that. Don't block her, please. Please don't block anybody in here. I mean, I'm just... What the fuck was said before that? I missed that comment. I'm totally fucking lost there. Totally lost. I wouldn't even address that person. You were not in, I meant to say. Wait, hold on. I gotta go back up here. He wanted to avoid... Exactly, KB Bells. That's exactly what it was. He wanted to avoid conflict with her. He didn't want to fight with her. She told my mom, we don't fight. We never fight. And the only reason that we fight is over your daughter. His sister. Everything that... Ugh. She's so fucking annoying, that bitch. That is like, dude, let me tell you something. Not having to have that fucking asshole in my life is the most just best feeling ever. Ever. Marion, no, they just used that as if it was too short. First of all, this was our third fucking wedding. Second of all, was at a fucking, not one of the nicest. I've been to all fucking wedding venues. I worked with a photographer, you know. I was basically a photographer. I wasn't a mean one. I would take candid shots at weddings and do lighting. But like, I knew the place that she was having it at. It was a Friday night, so Friday night weddings usually aren't that late, you know, fancy. And it was just I don't even know why I'm explaining this, because she shouldn't have been fucking telling me beefers. She shouldn't have been telling me what I'm wearing, like, period. Unless I was in her wedding party, then she would have every right to tell me what to wear. But like, I don't know. My husband was more offended about the wedding party shit than I was. I guess because he was in it and he felt really awkward about it. Like, he's like, how the fuck is your brother picking me as his best man and then you're not even in the fucking wedding? Like, that makes no... Like, I feel like she did that to piss me off. Like, I feel like that was done purposely. and she'd probably pick like, her like, hottest friend or some shit to be the maid of honor just so that, she could piss me off because I feel like that's the type of person that she is. It is freezing when you remove yourself. It is freeing when you remove yourself from the roller coaster ride. Dude, like the the story of, if you guys followed my grief, the fucking this girl crazy making is a fucking understatement for what this bitch does. Like it's I mean, I don't know how many times I had solid proof that she was writing my emails and pretending to be my brother. And no matter what the fuck I said to her, no matter how many times I showed her the proof, she still vehemently denied that it was her. Like, what? Like, what? I don't even understand. It's crazy making. That's what it is. People don't understand what that means, like what that does to your brain. Let's see. Let's look it up. I'm gonna look it up now, so people understand. It's such a fucking important thing to know. Crazy making. Hold on. Because I think like people do it, and it's a subtle form of like emotional abuse, I guess, in a sense. Let's see. Let me see if I gotta find one. Whoa. I'm on it. I didn't ask you, Siri. Why are you coming up? Here you go. A control tactic used to destabilize a person by twisting words and darting from topic to topic. It's intentionally designed to wear the victim down until they lose track of their point and feel crazy. That's a pretty good basic explanation of it. Narcissists are crazy makers that thrive on negative and debilitating drama, control through manipulating and distorting real facts, lying, triangulating, backstabbing, betrayal, etc. This is all to support the crazy maker's agenda to divide and conquer, harm, disable, isolate, destroy, and essentially control people and situations. That fucking is her to the T. Holy shit. This is their mechanism to divert from reality on a one-to-one personal level, or within whole groups, organizations, or all people that they interact with. That was a long sentence, huh? They are stealth operators and can camouflage their crazy making. That's what I was just saying. Camouflage their crazy making in a manner that it never seems to originate from them as adversity. They pretend it is a care or concern. Does that sound like somebody we know? That they pretend it is a care or a concern, perhaps, and they are just mentioning this to help out, but in reality, it is purely driven and steered by the narcissist as a destructive agenda to gain control over every situation in life. Oh my God, whoever wrote this needs to learn how to use fucking commas and get at what they want. Divide, conquer, and control. That's pretty good fucking explanation right there. And sounds like somebody I know on here that fucking does exactly that. They pretend it is a care or concern, perhaps. Oh my God, this really does sound like this person. Holy shit. But yeah, that's what crazy making is. There's all different definitions of it, but it's pretty much a just tactic to make you feel crazy. Exactly what it says. Pretty much like gaslighting. I guess they kind of go hand in hand. Sounds just like someone who's yes, Amanda T. Starts with an A. Oh, I was thinking of somebody different. Oh, that's so funny. An A. I don't know what that is. Him there. I don't know. Yeah, it does sound like some YouTube piece. Satan is a control freak. Your brother has to be miserable unless he enjoys being controlled or doesn't want to be alone. Something is keeping him. You know what? Well, I think one thing that's keeping him there is a kid. I think the other thing is that she has convinced him that he's not, and that's what these people do. They basically convince you that Pamela, I have to pin that comment. It's good. They basically brainwash you into thinking that you can't survive without them. So even if he is miserable, he's going to stick it out because he's going to think in his head that he can't survive without her. Happy, happy, happy. I was thinking somewhere at the beginning of the alphabet, like within the first three letters. Um, but that's what they do. They really do convince you. And it's people, there's such a stigma to like, when I would tell people, I remember I used to tell people a story and I'd be like, yeah, my brother's not allowed to talk to me. And they'd be like, what do you mean he's not allowed? He's a man, you know? And I'm like, no, like people never look at women as the fucking abusers. And it's kind of infuriating. When it's a woman who's an abuser, people will make excuses and be like, oh, she's just strong willed. Oh, she just knows what she wants. Oh, you know, she's a little controlling. And it's like, no, she's fucking abusive. Like, you know, my family did that. They all did that. They're like, yeah, they acknowledged that something was off about my brother's wife, but they never would admit that, like, it's abusive. And I couldn't wrap my head around it because to me, I guess me, because I've been in a relationship like that, I I understood it. I understood what it was like to have somebody try to control me, make me feel like I'm shit, make me feel like I'm worthless. You know, I get it. And then once you've gone through it and you learn the signs, you're able to see it in everybody. You know, you could spot it from a mile away. He is abused, Marianne, definitely. And like the thing is, right? They think that women can't fucking be the abusers. I started following back at that time. What was it called? This website called Shrink for Men, and they had like a forum, and I would go in there and read, like, because I just needed to understand what the fuck was going on. I'd never experienced a person, like, even though I was in you know, whatever, emotionally abusive relationship, this was even on another level. This wasn't like my ex-boyfriend from, this is when I was younger. He was like, I knew he had mental issues from his childhood and his upbringing and stuff like that. I don't know if he was, you know, diagnosable, and I don't think he was a narcissist. I think if I read any personality disorder, he fit more borderline, but I don't know. But this shit was on a totally fucking different level of crazy that I never even experienced in my life. So I like just needed to understand, like, why are people like this? Why do people act like this? And that's how I ended up reading all this shit about narcissists, and it doesn't really matter what label you give to them because abuse is abuse. Oh, Unknown Capone, yes. Oh my God. That's so funny you should say that, Unknown Capone, because I actually watched there was this thing on here on YouTube. It was what was it? I don't know. Somebody had put together videos that it was like the meanest, whatever, Kate videos. And like it was my brother's wife. She reminds me so much of my brother's wife. It's not even funny. Like the criticizing, the constant, you know, belittling and just like, ordering him around, that kind of shit. I don't know, Rosamia. I've lost hope. I really have. Especially now, you know, that they have a kid, and I feel like he'll stick it out, you know. Who's my brother gonna turn to? My mom's gone. You know, him and I don't talk. He knows that if he comes here, I might slam the door in his face. I don't even know at this point. I really don't. I don't even give a shit what he put me through, but when he put my mom through in the last fucking 2 years of her life, like I can't get past that. I have a very, very hard time letting go. Because whatever you did to me is fine. But like I looked and I'm like, my mom, you know, if we would have known 2 years ago that my mom was dying, or 3 years, you know, before she died, like, would he have changed anything? Because I sure would have. You know, I feel terrible that I was part of her life being sad in the last, you know, 3 years of her life. Yeah, Kate was totally abusive, Amanda. So many things in your series that you say hits close to home for me. Would love to talk to you. Sure, Peanut. I could not believe how mean and rude Satan was to your mother on that recording. I mean, that was her mother-in-law. Yeah, Marianne, that shit was infuriating. My mom probably should have never showed me that because that did it in for her. I was like, Mom, I'm sorry. Like, I cannot fucking have any respect for anybody that talks to you like this. Like, that's my mother. My mom is like, if you knew my mom, she's the sweetest, most easy to get along with person ever. Like, she had so many friends because she was always just helping people. I can't tell you guys how many times people have, messaged me or come to me and they're like, that she used to work with, and they're like, your mom helped me through X, Y, and Z. She helped me get through this time. And I'm so thankful for her advice. I love hearing that shit because she really did. She fucking helped everybody around her. She was always the shoulder to cry on. But like hearing somebody talk to her like she's dirt and be treated like that with such blatant like disrespect and disregard for her feelings, I was like, dude, I can't. Like, this is after only knowing my mom a few months. Like, what's gonna happen 3 years down the road when my mom pisses her off? What's she gonna do then? Treat her like a fucking garbage. Oh God, it's so disgusting. She was an amazing woman. Rad story. She was awesome and didn't deserve that. Didn't deserve Pamela. I've thought of actually writing a book, but I don't even know where to start. Like, she did not deserve to spend the last 3 years of her life the way she did. That's what like my anger is about. That's why I'm so fucking angry at them. It has nothing to do with what, I mean, of course it does have something to do with what they did to me, but like I'm strong enough to handle that shit where my mom was very sensitive and she was heartbroken. She was already like dealing with, my dad not being there and her loneliness and issues with her self-esteem and her looks. And then it's like, now you fucking like, why over a fucking dress you tortured this woman for 3 years, the last 3 years of her life. I just can't make sense of it. I can't. Yeah. You could tell by your mom's beautiful warm smile what kind of person. Yeah, me against the world. She really was. Like, I heard so many positive stories about her from people, and I didn't need to hear that. I knew who she was. It's nice to hear those things from people. And the worst part about it was not only did my brother make my mom feel that way, he blamed her for feeling that way. So he put the blame on her, that saying that she did it to herself, which she did sometimes. I'll give him that. Sometimes she did, you know, but I think she just like she couldn't handle it. And it's very hard. Any parent that doesn't talk to their kid knows how hard it is. Your mom left a great legacy in you and also the people she helped. Thank you, Polka Dot Susan. She absolutely, like, she did. That's another thing that pissed me off. That whole thing got left out. Like, my mom got completely lost in all the bullshit. Her feelings and her whatever just got completely fucking lost. There was no regard for what she wanted, her wishes, nothing. And I just couldn't wrap my fucking mind around it. I was like, I can't believe my brother is being so fucking cold about this shit. Knowing how my mom was and allowing his wife to basically make a fucking mockery out of my mom's death. Like a fucking complete circus freak show mockery out of my mom's death. It's just absolutely disgusting. And that's why I could never talk to that fucking bitch ever again. I can't. It's not healthy. It will never go good. I can't forgive her. And that's okay. I don't have to forgive her. I don't have to switch the wash. Actually, I do too, Kimmy. You actually just reminded me. It is awful. The last like 3 Christmases with my mom were so miserable. She cried the whole time. She was all mopey at our house, like because my brother wouldn't call her in the morning. I would call my mom like first thing and be like, Merry Christmas. Like he wouldn't call her. She'd be all upset. And then like he would call her at like 4 o'clock in the afternoon. And she'd be like, oh, I'm so glad he called. And it's like, it's kind of infuriating in a sense, from my point of view, because I'm like, he always fucks with you and you always give in to him, like in a sense, it's kind of infuriating. Sorry, Megan. You protected your mom as much as you could while she was here. Thank you, Kim A. I did. I really did. That was a huge thing for me, was to protect her feelings. And I know I made mistakes. I know I fucked up, but like I know where my heart was at in the whole time. My heart was always about making her feel better, or giving her the best quality of life that she has. It was never anything else. It is sad. Like, I hate that she had to leave this world in that way. It just fucking bothers, and it will haunt me for the rest of my life. It really will. Because these motherfuckers. Thank you, Amanda. I don't. That's why I laugh when I see these assholes, writing in the chat. No wonder why her family doesn't talk to her. Ugh. You don't know the story, dude, if you're saying that. You don't know the story. You don't even have to question my story. I put out all the fucking evidence. It's all there. You could read every fucking email that was exchanged, every text message that was exchanged. It's all in this shit. It's all there. So, you're a very loving daughter. Thank you, Polka Dot Susan. I was like, it's just disgusting. I have a brother who would totally kick his ass if he did that stuff when my mom was sick. So, yeah, Kim, it's rough. I never expected him to act like that. I really, in my heart, even though I knew things were fucked up long before she got married, and him and I had not been married, before she had gotten sick, it's just like, I really, in my heart, wanted to believe that, like, when something that serious happened, he would just be able to put the shit aside, and he wasn't. Well, he might have been able to, his fucking choices don't matter. He doesn't have choices. His wife controls everything that he does. So I can never imagine being a grown adult and having somebody control me to that extent. Don't let them make you feel badly. Hold your head high. I do, Polka Dot Susan. I really do. I'm just saying, it's funny to see those comments, because it's like, you obviously didn't watch all my videos, because I don't think you'd be saying that. Makes me wonder how their family feels about them, and what they don't understand, family strains. Exactly, KB Bells. I lost my mom. Oh, I'm sorry, Carol. So much my dad passed. Oh my God. I missed my mom too. Thank you, Just Me. So true. I have many receipts. You showed what happened as if we were all there. Yeah, exactly. I'm sure of one thing. It's damned karma. So believe me, it'll catch up with them sooner or later. I hope so, James Claw. I would never wish bad on people. But I don't know. I don't wish bad on my brother. I really do hope that he wakes up one day. I mean, I don't even care if he has a relationship with me or doesn't. I just hope he wakes up one day, for the sake of him and for the sake of his kid. Because we watched, I hate to say this, but my mom in a fucking, I mean, I don't know if I guess my dad was a little verbally abusive. I guess that's probably a good way to put it. And like, watching that, you look at it and you're like, I don't want that to be my life, and to know that he's in like a worse situation. And he told me that one time. He was like, I feel like I'm living with daddy again. And I'm like, that's not good. you know, I mean, why would you put yourself in the fucking situation like that? She made sure to get knocked up and lock him in very soon before the mask slipped. She could only hold it up for so fucking long. You only get one mother, and when she's gone, there's a big hole left in your heart. A mother can never be replaced ever. That's so true, Carly. That is so true. You can't. There's just only one. There's only one. Sick individuals. Happy. I agree with heartbreak. There's sick individuals messing with him yesterday, and it made me sick. What happened, Jet Setter? Who are you talking about? God, man, these people are fucking sick. I missed that comment. Jet Setter is still hoping for the best, but it's wrong with so many littles. What is going on, girl? What's going on? Whoop. Hold on. I had a friend just lose her mom last week, and she has that loss. Like, yeah, Beth, she's gonna have that for a while. I probably looked like a fucking zombie for months. I mean, probably for a year. I remember I just like I was so fucking numb at one point in time. Like I couldn't even cry anymore. It was just like it was so emotionally draining. Aw, Carol, that's so sad. But nice in the same sense because she was probably so happy that you were there. I wonder if he looked for someone like your father. I don't know, Tony. I would love to like talk to like a family therapist and like they can't evaluate him, but I would love to like just get some insight of like what the fuck is his problem and why is he in this situation to begin with. I mean, I kind of know. I guess I kind of know. He's just my brother and me are very different in that like I was always, outgoing and an extrovert and I had a lot of friends, when I was younger. I mean, he did too for a little bit, but like he I had like the same group of friends pretty much from like elementary school all the way through high school, right? I hung out with the same people. People came and went through those years, but for my core group, the same people all the way from fucking elementary school. And he like never had that. I don't know. My brother was very weird with friendships. Something was like, I don't know. I can't even explain it. But I think he just never felt like he fit in anywhere and he had really low self-esteem. And that's like a perfect storm for somebody like, Satan for fucking wolf in sheep's clothing to come and swoop in because that's what you want as a narcissist. You want somebody who's unsure of themselves, who has low self-esteem already because they're easier to manipulate and control. It's easier to make somebody who already feels shitty about themselves feel even worse about themselves. So, I mean, I was in a situation like that too, but again, I was really, really young when that happened. And like, as soon as like that happened, there was a time where even I learned the signs, right? I read this article in Cosmopolitan magazine, I'll never forget it, about the signs of emotional abuse, right? And I was like, oh my God. Like, I remember when I was reading it, I was like, holy shit. Like, this is what I just went through. And like, I didn't know what it was. I didn't know there was a word for it. And then after that, I remembered those signs and I actually took action. Like, I learned from that, and there was this one guy I started seeing, and there was a few things that he did that were just red flags to me, and I ghosted him. I was like, I don't want any fucking, there's no way in hell I will ever get involved in another relationship where somebody thinks they're fucking gonna control me. It's not happening. So either you're my equal or you're out. I don't want to be in another relationship like that ever, ever again. Like it was torture. It was torture. But my brother, he just kept repeating the same fucking. He basically kept dating the same woman over and over again. Satan just was a little bit better at hiding it and also, a lot worse, a lot more manipulative and whatever. As difficult as your father was growing up, your brother is comfortable being with Satan because she's exactly Buford. That's exactly what it is. It's exactly what it is. There was probably a familiarity to my dad and the way he treated, and you get used to that. But I don't know. I just like there were certain things that I had noticed about my dad that I I was like, I don't want that in a partner. I don't want to marry like drinking, for instance. I would never marry somebody if they had a drinking issue. I would if unless they quit, and were sober for a decent amount of time. But like I don't if somebody was drinking every night, that was a deal breaker for me. I still have my mom and my sperm donor. My mom lives with me. Aw, and I pretty much have taken care of her my whole life. She was sick when I was a kid and has just never been. Aw, Kim, that's so sad. But that's so nice too. You know what? You can never go wrong. You'll never regret it. God forbid if that day comes, you'll never regret spending so much time with her. So, I mean, I know I didn't. I spent a lot of time with my mom. My mom gave me a Christmas cactus and it wouldn't bloom ever. She passed away in 2000. Oh my God. And it bloomed the day she passed. Oh my God. Oh my God. I want to cry. Oh my God. Bonnie, I relate with that so much because I've been through Oh my God, I've had similar shit like that. At one point in time, all my mom's house plants were dead, right? I told you guys about the tree I broke, but this one plant she had that was in this pot, it was all dead. And it was just the weirdest thing. All of a sudden, this other plant started growing out of the middle. It was a completely different plant. And I'm like, how did this even get here? And I do feel like it was a sign, and yours probably was too. That's awesome. Seriously, that's so fucking cool. I know it's sad, but it's also awesome because I love getting signs from above. I think that's so fucking cool. I don't get as many as I did, back when my mom first passed away, but I definitely still do. I feel we either marry someone similar to our parents or the complete opposite. Yeah, beefers, that's so true. You're right. My dad had severe OCD and was an alcoholic on top of it. Yeah, rad. My dad had, OCD. He drank. I don't know if he had, like, he was never diagnosed OCD, but like he did have a lot of weird fucking obsessive things that he did. Very clean, very organized. Like, I don't know if that really constitutes OCD. I don't know what else to call it though. Very particular. Things had to be a certain way. I lost my mother at the age 63. Oh, Carly, it does crumble. It's so hard. It is so hard to move on and like learn how to live without the one person that's been there for you every fucking day since the day you were born. It's the hardest fucking thing to let go of. Signs and miracles, I believe in both. Yeah, Julie, they are. Totally are. I got to do a video about that one day. All the signs that I got. I should do a video about that. My mom was totally healthy. Aw. Julie, I believe in signs also. You have to be open to them. My best friend, when her mom died, I remember her saying to me, like, I don't feel her around and da 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 da. And then, like, all of a sudden, one day she called me up and she was like, oh my God. Well, she didn't call me. She texted me. She never calls me. She's like, I haven't talked on the phone with her in God knows how long. But she was like, oh my God, like, you're never going to believe it and blah, blah, blah. So it was pretty cool. She got her sign. Moved to Indiana, I got custody of her. I'm not sure how she made it this far in life. She's so helpless. Oh, that's so sad. Your dad really screwed her up, but I love her. And that's that's awesome though, Kim, that you take care of her, really. And that you understand her too. And why. Why. I think part of us dies with our parents. Absolutely. Your identity dies with your parents. Like, where's my home base? I mean, I'm kind of getting used to it now after 3 years, but I remember just feeling like a fucking, I don't know, I felt like a roaming, like a lost dog, like a puppy dog, just fucking wandering the streets. Like, where do I go? Where's my home? My mom's house was always my place to escape and go to and, feel like I'm the kid, in a sense, like, and not the parent, and have somebody take care of me. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Definitely write down your signs. Oh yeah, NYC, I do. I document them. If you're 100% right, and then my dad was an alcoholic, so a man that drinks way too much is a huge turnoff for me. Yeah, exactly. One of my ex-boyfriends, like, I don't know, we broke up, and then when we got back together, he was like drinking a lot, and I was like, dude, this ain't gonna work. Like, I'm sorry, this is not gonna work. Like, I can't. He knew too. Him and I had talked like nauseum about my dad's drinking, and I was like, it's not gonna fucking work, man. I'm sorry. She called one day, said she was going to the hospital. She thought she had a cold. Hold on, met her there, and they said she had lung cancer. Oh my God, Carol. Ugh, that's kind of how it went with my dad too. It was so fast. My mom, unfortunately, had to suffer for a fucking entire year, which was horrible to watch. Like, ugh, I don't even want to talk about it. My husband lost his mom 15 years ago, so I try not to complain about my mom. Kim, I know people do that, but you know what? I think your husband and I can't speak for him, but like we get it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know a lot of people will do that to me. Like, they'll be like, oh, my mom. And then they'll like stop themselves and be like, sorry. And I'm like, no, like, I get it. Listen, life goes on. Like, I had a mom at one time. You could still have issues with your mom. That's reality. That's life. You have issues with people or you don't always get along, and it's okay. It's okay. You know, I don't mind when people vent to me. I don't, Kim, like, I don't know how your husband feels. I'm just saying how I feel, but I could always go to mom's house. Exactly. I was always welcome home in my mom's house, like always. I would, and have to like knock on the door even. I just walked in. I'm home, After my mom raised 11 children, she had a major stroke at 57 years old, paralyzed, then lived 19 years before she died. Aw, I'm sorry, vet. That's sad. That's young. Jeez. My mother is alive and well and haven't heard from her in over 8 years. It hurts so much. I'm sorry, NYC. I know. I mean, I knew that you and I have talked about that, but I hope one day you guys can fix it. You know, just time is limited. Here it is. Our time is limited. I think about it all the time, even with my brother. I'm like, dude, like we're only given so much time on this earth, right? So why are we wasting it like this? But I can't change him at the same time. And NYC, you might be in a similar situation where you can't change your mom. You could feel the way you feel, but if she's the way she is, you can't change that, and it hurts even more in that sense. It's almost like you're grieving a loss of somebody who's still alive. I started following you after you lost your mom. Aw, thank you, Irish Gal. You lost yours too, Irish Gal? I'm sorry. Oh, I just skipped. I can't find her comment. Day my mother died, I died with her. She wasn't only my mom, she was my best friend in the whole world. It's a big void in my heart that I can never get over. Carly, that's exactly how I feel. Like, on point, girl. That's exactly how I feel. So sad. So, so sad. I had a sign 25 years ago. Hold on, I don't want to lose this. My brother died, and when I got home from the funeral, I had a letter from him. And in the mail, he wrote, "What? Irish Gal?" He wrote it 2 days before he died. Holy. Irish Gal, do you mind if I ask like how he passed? That's crazy. Like, was he like away somewhere? Wow, that's awesome though. God, that like just gave me like chills. I know what you're saying. But I just try to watch what I say. Kim, no, that's okay. I think that's very nice of you to be conscious of that because some people aren't. You know what I'm saying? So it doesn't hurt much. I see all the perfect pictures on Facebook with her and I hate it so much. NYC, I can relate. I feel like that about my family. Like, the show just has to go on. They're so obsessed with their image of looking like the most perfect, not dysfunctional humans that it's almost insulting. You know what I'm saying? It's like how come I'm feeling all this hurt and pain and these people are just going on, you know? I met like when me and my brother first fell out, I felt like that. Like he's like got this big shit eating grin on his face all the time in every picture and I'm like, why am I feeling so shitty? Like this isn't changing his life in any way, right? Me not being around isn't stopping him from living. Meanwhile, I'm paralyzed with my feelings. Like I can't move past it. I'm upset. I'm fucking wasting hours a day watching videos about fucking narcissists and you know what I'm saying? Like just so I can understand what happened and process it. So I totally get what you're going through because it's infuriating and it's insulting and it's everything. It's all those feelings rolled up into one. A mother and a father hold the foundation together. Once they are gone, your siblings drift away. Trust me, I know it, and it's heartbreaking. And especially, I lost 3 young brothers. Oh my God, Carly, that's so sad. But you're right. You are 100% right. The family is what holds the glue together. I mean, the parents ultimately, like my nana, I love her, but she's getting up there in age. She's 94, I think. And I'm like, I'm really like wondering what's gonna happen when she passes away. Because right now, some of my toxic the more toxic members in the family use her as like a fucking tool to manipulate the others. So, once that's gone, I don't know. I don't know what's gonna happen. It should be interesting. Not that I want to think of the day that she's dying, but I'm just saying, like, she is 94 years old. I mean, how much more time does she have? I know I missed a lot of comments. I'm typing away here. I'm sorry that everyone's hurting from losing a loved one. That's all right, Kim. That's all right. Everybody's sharing stories. Keep that door open. Just keep that door open to your brother, Makeup Mobster. You don't have to go to him, but let him know that you were there for him. You will feel better, I promise. Out of court, I don't know. I was like that for a long time. I felt that way, like keep the door open. And honestly, I don't know what would happen if he showed up at my door, but I would know that I need to have boundaries. And one of my boundaries is that like if you can't have a relationship with me with your wife, like where she's not involved in it in any way, then I don't want to have a relationship with you. And I'm sorry to put stipulations on somebody like that, but I just don't think it would be wise for me to be around her because I just don't there's there's nothing there for her. There is no fucking redeeming qualities about this woman for me. So either if he can't have a separate relationship, then whatever. I mean, I'll be here if he fucking comes. I'm sure I will open the door if that day comes, but there's a lot of work that needs to be done. I did the whole I'm here for you no matter what thing, and I don't know. I guess I just realized about my brother too that he's kind of like a what does my husband call them? Like a one way. That's what my husband calls them, a one way. Like somebody who like always wants you to be there for them and do things for them, but then when the tables turn and you need them, they're nowhere to be found. That's my brother. And he's always been like that. It doesn't feel good to be written off and they seem happy when you're still trying to understand what happened. Exactly, Yancy. I pray that you will see it, I think you meant brother, will see the light someday and make amends with you. Life is too short. It is. You know what though, Yvette? The more time that goes by, the harder it's gonna be. You know what I'm saying? Night night. It's just it's hard. It's 5 years now. It's like I can't even believe it's been that long. Wait. Well, all right, let's just go from when my mom passed away. It's 3 years, right? I'm in my third year or fourth year. God, I'm so bad at math. She died in 2016. So, however long that is. We've been, and it's almost like I'm used to it, him not being in my life, which scares me in a sense, but sucks be Fergs. Is your mom still alive? My mom is only 53. She's super healthy and in great shape. What are you doing? Oh. And then, hold on a second. Super healthy and in great shape, so I do hope she lives. Yeah, Shannon, me too. Me too, girl. An asshole. Oh no, that's not it. I didn't feel anything when she had a stroke, slipped into a coma, and unfortunately was then thereafter disconnect. Wait. What are you talking about, D. Nikki? I'm sorry. I missed your first part of that. And now my four siblings and I have no connection. Wow. One of the things about making this series is that my mother passed. We're not speaking for 3 years. Wait, my mother passed 6 years ago all of a sudden, and we were not speaking for 3 years. And now it's 9 years, and I'm okay. She was a narcissist boy. Oh, Nikki. I talk to a lot of people who say that their moms were narcissists, and I feel for them because my mom was so awesome. Like, I can't imagine what that feels like. I didn't feel anything when she had. And that's okay. That's okay, Nikki. It's okay that you didn't feel anything. It really is. Best that your son isn't exposed to Satan. Exactly, Carolyn. Exactly. He was, but, not anymore. Wow, Irish girl, your mom, yeah, same year. My mom passed in November 2016. So you're kind of going through it too at the same time. At the same time. She used to beat my tail. Oh, I'm sorry, D. Nikki. That's horrible. God, that's horrible. I don't know how I will feel as she passes. Shannon, you're a mother, you mean? Listen, I think I talked about this the other day. You know, my dad and I, we didn't have the best relationship. It's not, any fault of anybody's. It was probably both of ours. He just didn't have good relationships with any of his kids because he just wasn't a. My dad was very closed off and quiet. He was like a man of few words. He didn't talk a lot. It was very hard to pull conversations out of him. And then when he did talk, sometimes it was just like fucking mean and he was spiteful and I could go on, but I'm not gonna do that. But like I had that same, feeling in a sense. Like I didn't know how I would feel. I miss my dad. Don't get me wrong, I do. But like it's not the same as my mom passing. The connection that I had with her is just totally fucking different. It's complete opposite. And yeah, in a sense of, I know this sounds so fucked up, but like in a sense, I did feel relief because for so many years, I just felt so on edge, because that's how he made me feel, my dad. He made everybody feel like that. I even remember my mom saying it one day. And I was like, wow, if she's saying it, then I'm not crazy. But of course, I would love to have him here and have the chance to, have him see my son and see what he was like as a grandfather. Like maybe it would have changed him. I don't know. And well, he did already have grandkids that he didn't really pay much attention to. But you know what I'm saying? Yeah, rad story. That's basically what it is. Death could either bring you together or tear you the fuck apart. Luckily, me and my brother made amends and my dad died. That's awesome, Rad. That is awesome. The same with my husband when he passed in 2005. People tell me, oh my goodness, you were widowed at such a young age. I'm so sorry. I said no, he needed to go sooner than you went. Oh my God. You really helped me when I was grieving because you were in the same place as me. Wow, Irish gal. That's crazy. I'm glad to hear that though. I really am. I just, like I was saying before, I didn't realize how many people have gone through this. Like, doing these videos, like, I don't know. It's a little scary, but I guess like I get a lot of comments and emails from people telling me like, I went through the same thing or, they'll tell me something similar that they went through or like they have a Satan character in their lives and whether it's like their sister or their mother or, a stepmother or somebody, like they have that person in their lives that fucking makes things harder for them. And I was like shocked, to be honest with you. So many people go through this shit. Well, my attorney even told me, he's like, more often than not, like, this is how things turn out. And I'm like, that's so fucking sad. So sad. Leanna, in episode 29 of Evil, you talk about your mom's chemo, why the doctor didn't start it earlier. I am asking that with my mom. It took doctor months before they started her on it. Still angry. All right, Peanut. So when my mom first got diagnosed, right, she went to see this second opinion, right, doctor. Um, and I don't know. I to this day, I'm so mad at myself that I didn't go to that oncology appointment where she was diagnosed. So she insisted that I didn't come. So my aunts came, right? Her sisters. I don't even like calling them my aunts. But they came and they were there. And so I remember that day. Like she just didn't want me to be there for some reason. I don't know why. Maybe it's because I was there when she was diagnosed with kidney failure and it was like the worst fucking day of my childhood. Shit. But thank you, NYC. But anyway, I just sensed, well, I didn't sense. I knew she didn't want me there. But so I'll never know why they didn't start a treatment. Now it could have been because that doctor just didn't fucking know what he was doing. She did go get a second opinion and even then it didn't start. So I don't know why it took so much time. I don't know. It's kind of weird. But we brought her to a third oncologist over near me and that guy right away got, you know, tried to get some type of treatment, but at that point it was just too late. So I'll never know why there was ever talk, never any talk of treatment ever before that. I just don't understand it. I don't know if I know in some cases, like they want to see, they might wait a couple months. Like, for instance, my mom got surgery, right? She had her kidney moved because that's where the mass was. It was on one of her kidneys. And then they needed to wait, I guess, to see how things progressed after that. And so sometimes they just want to watch, the cancer. I don't know. I really don't know. My neighbor was just diagnosed with lymphoma, and I mean, they started him right away, pretty much like 2 weeks after he got diagnosed. So it's crazy. I don't know why they take that, but it's infuriating. But you know what? I don't know, Peanut, how bad the cancer was, but my mom's was very, very far advanced. So more likely, the once it passes a certain stage, it's like there's almost nothing they could do. You know, as much as that sucks and as hard as that is to say and accept, it's the truth. And I think that by the time my mom went and got diagnosed, she was already at that stage. And so maybe those doctors just felt like there was no point because sometimes the treatment is the cure is worse than the ailment, they say, or whatever it is. Sometimes you actually get sicker from the ailment. And then you have to ask yourself, like, is that worth, the struggle that this person's going to go through? I don't know. My mom was never honest with me about that doctor's appointment. I remember my husband called her. We called my aunts because, like, everybody in my family was acting like, you know, this is horrible. And it's like she was going to die tomorrow. That's how they were treating it. And I started getting like, am I not being told something? And so I called my mom and I'm like, maybe she'll tell my husband. So I made him call because sometimes she would kind of soften the blow, I guess, in a sense. She'd tell him maybe he was easier to talk to than me because I'm like, what the fuck? What are you doing? I'm a little intense sometimes. I don't know. But she did not want to talk about that appointment. It was the weirdest thing. And we never got a real answer. So I didn't basically find out how bad she was until, I don't know, until she got in the hospital, like the last time. I mean, she had been in the hospital. I don't know. I guess in the back of my mind the whole time, I knew that it wasn't good. I knew. But, you know, this just sucks. That's one thing I would have changed for sure. I would have went with her. I would have just forced my fucking way in there. That must be so hard. I'm so sorry. Yeah, out of court sucks. It's just like you want to know what happened. I just want to know what the diagnosis was. Like nobody told me a stage, which they might have. They might have. I don't know. I gotta look. I would have to look back. I don't know if they said stage 3 or whatever. I don't remember hearing a stage until she was in the hospital at the end, but I don't know. The beginning was very blurry to me because I was in like such shock. I was almost in denial that she had cancer and I was trying to just be positive. Like so I kind of pushed it out of my mind and tried to just be positive. Like you're going to get through this. You're a fighter. You know what I'm saying? My mom too started as a toothache, too long, the lesions on the brain. Oh my God, Peanut, that's terrible. God. March had spread. Jeez. Sorry, Peanut. Thank you, Emma. My mom was so young when she passed away. Only 63. It's the same age my mom was, Carly. It's been 15 years, but it seems like yesterday. I lost my world when I lost my mom. Everything crumbled. I felt like I would never get up again. That's a good description, Carly. It really is. This is so depressing, guys. I'm so sorry. Yeah, NYC, that's exactly what I think it was. I think she was protecting me. I also think that she didn't want me there because she wants my mom knew how I was like that. I would be like, okay, we gotta go do this and we gotta do that and let's go get a second opinion. Like she knows I would have been like on top of her. So I don't know. I felt like that was part of the reason that she didn't want me there. She just kept saying to me, you don't have to come. You don't have to come. You don't have to bring Jesse with you. I don't want you to because I had to bring my son with me. And she was like, I don't want you bringing Jesse. He was 3 at the time. It's not like he really understood what was going on. But I don't know. She didn't want me there. And I had to respect that. My mom's only 63 and has dementia. Oh man, that's rough. Just me. Dementia's hard. That's a rough disease. Well, it's rough on I'm sure the patient, but also on the the family and the caregivers because it's like they forget who you are and it's just so sad to watch a mind basically just deteriorate. And like they change and there's nothing you can do about it. My mom was given a year to live. She made it exactly a year with chemo and radiation. Oh, she will be gone 14 years on the 5th this month. I miss her so much. I wonder, oh my God, just Jen, 56? Jeez, that's so young. I'm so sorry to hear that. I wonder, like, I feel like there was something with the baby boomer generation, or is this just how it is? Like, so many people my age have lost their moms. Well, toodles, toodles. We're born to die, basically, right? Well, we're born to live, and then we live to die, basically. Oh, I blink, Belly Babe. I don't want to get anybody depressed. Oh, rad. 3 young brothers, 23. Wow, Carly, that is sad. Jeez. Some people just go through so much shit, and you're like, why? Why do these people have to go through so much shit? I envy the people whose families rally around them when someone so close passes away. My experience was basically the opposite, and now all I think about is what I would do to him if I saw him. What are you talking about, Dr. Shocker? I'm a little confused on that one. I am 900 miles away from my mom and dad, both 80, and my mom never tells me, tells us something happens. She doesn't want to worry me. Exactly, out of core. But the thing is that my mom, like, she knew that she was gonna have to tell me because I eventually, like, I would have had to know because who the fuck was gonna help her, and take care of her? Not my brother, that's for sure. He's fucking about as useless as tits on a board. Yes, dementia's horrible. My grandmother has that now, and the last time I saw her, it was um just shocking, basically. Let me see. Now I think about it, what I would do to him if I saw him. I don't know what I'm trying to understand Dr. Schachter's comment. Doesn't make much sense. Hey, purple. I mean, Reen. No, guys, it's not purple Reen anymore. It's just Reen. She's Reen. Maybe it should be Reen purple or pink Reen. Although you totally fit purple. I don't know what other kind of Reen you would be able to be. Glad everyone understands me in the chat. Thank you. No problem, Carly. Hit the likes. Thank you, Polka Dot Susan. I appreciate that. So sorry for everyone who's had loss. Going to bed. Have Adriana. Ooh, that's a pretty name, Susan. Coming early. Yes, we do. Yes, we do. Susan, I gave your daughter has my number. You could get it from her. That's fine. I'm okay with that. My brother stole my mom's life insurance money after my dad passed away, and then moved to Chicago and blocked both of our numbers. Well, you should hire an attorney because they're not allowed to do that. If there was a will and or if your mom's life insurance should have been, she should have had trustees on it or beneficiaries rather. Most of the time, like, otherwise you can't collect the money. So if your brother or whoever it was, you said, right? Your brother, if your brother was the only beneficiary, then they would have only cut the check to him and you guys wouldn't have gotten money because you weren't on a beneficiary. But if you were a beneficiary, he can't do that. They only release checks to the individuals. So they'll divide it, right? And they'll give you a check and then they'll give your brother a check. You have to call and tell them or notify them of your mom's death. And then you need to call the insurance company and ask them if they could, what happened there. That sounds very shady to me. If that's really what happened, I would definitely get on top of that and hire an attorney because that's definitely not what should happen. at all. See, people don't understand the money is in a trust now, so it's basically untouchable. I don't know. I think you need to investigate that. My mom was a beneficiary. He convinced her to let him put the money in a trust. Wait. So your dad was, I'm trying to understand this. So your dad was it was your dad's money, insurance policy, life insurance policy, I assume. And he convinced her to let him put the money in the trust. So she was the beneficiary, which makes sense because most of the time the spouse is. But if the spouse, well, I guess he did die. I don't know. That's very strange. That's very strange because somebody would need to then stand in place of your mom. I don't know. That's very strange, Dr. Shocker. I don't understand that. I can't see how that would happen. He convinced her to let him put the money in a trust. Well, then your mom's at fault. If your mom was the beneficiary, though, then you guys aren't technically beneficiaries. And when your mom dies, you'll get the money. That's how it works. So if your parents were still married and your dad had your mom as the beneficiary, then it's her money. And then it's up to her. She wants to split it with you guys. But in reality, she should, when she dies, that's when you guys will get it. So it's probably a good thing that it's in a trust, to be honest with you. When she gave him money, he fucking fled the scene. You're right, Purple Reen. She's like, I hear you, girl. Go. You don't have to shut up. You can hang out. It's all right. I'm gonna end this in a couple minutes anyway. Elder abuse. Yeah, that's what it sounds like. I don't know. That just sounds crazy. Technically, though, your guys, if your mom was the beneficiary, then the money goes to her and it's not your money. I hope that makes sense to you. It will be your money one day, but it's not now if it was left exclusively to her, unless your dad had specific instructions somewhere on his will or something. Like when you write a will up, and life insurance policies usually don't go through probate, like the will, because anything that has a beneficiary on it, like that's my best advice to people is that like if you have investments or bank accounts or trust funds or anything like that, you want to put beneficiaries on it because then your kids could just get it, and it doesn't have to go through probate or anything like that. But if you don't put beneficiaries on it, then it has to go through the courts and it's going to take people much longer to get their hands on it. So that's not really a will issue. It's a insurance company issue. You need to take it up with them because by law, they're only required to distribute the money to whoever the person has written as the beneficiary on their insurance policy. I can't see straight. I pass the book. Probably should go back to sleep. I hear you, Purple Rain. I think I'm going to go back to sleep too. All right. No, I do understand that he blocked your numbers, but I mean, you should hire an attorney and have the attorney subpoena something. I don't know. That just sounds weird to me, the whole situation. He could block you all he wants, but if it's your mom's money, there's nothing you could do about it. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Basically, not to be an asshole, but there is nothing at all that you could do about it until your mom passes away and hope to God that she put your name on that trust. That's all. I know how it was elder abuse. Are you saying I'm confused. I don't know. Did they take the money after? I don't get it. We were born to live life to the fullest. That's definitely a problem, though. He stole the money. Oh, all right. Well, that's a problem. Sounds like the brother manipulated the mother and got the money before the mother died. And now the brother. Wait, I thought he said the father, though. He said that the mother was the beneficiary. So, all right. So then the brother somehow, I guess, manipulated her. I don't know. Yeah, then that really means you need to have a talk with your mom, Dr. Schachter. You need to tell her that it's not fair. and that she needs to remedy the situation. But once she dies, and again, it will, if it's in her will or she put beneficiaries in the trust, well, if the trust is in his name, I guess you can't do that. You really need to hire an attorney. That's what it all comes down to. If it is elder abuse, then you need to find a good elder attorney, elder care attorney, and hire him. Oh, trust me, we've had plenty of talks. That sucks. That really sucks. All right, I was misunderstanding the situation. Yeah, the mom's alive still, so that makes sense. All right, jeez, there's a lot of people like do shit like that. Well, I do think my brother and his wife were trying to like manipulate my mom. My brother was trying so hard to get power of attorney over her while she was still alive because he could have done whatever the fuck he wanted. He could have taken all the money out of her bank account, put his name on a account with her, and there would have been fucking absolutely nothing I could do about it. And that's what sucks. Just like there's pretty much nothing you could do about it, and that sucks too. I just keep watching General Hospital where people come from back from the dead all the time. What? My Reverend can't. What do you blink FM? What? What? Why is there always one greedy, controlling sibling? Tony, I don't know. I wish I knew. I've hardly heard any stories of like siblings just doing what they gotta do and that's it, and walking away happy, living happily. Well, not happy, but who's happy after losing, a parent? But you know what I mean. Just being fine with each other and just walking away. It's disgusting. Money fucking makes people so goddamn ugly and just it's nauseating. Actually, you could petition the court against power of attorney, but it costs a lot of money, and there has to be a good reason to remove a power of attorney. Exactly. Happy, happy, happy. As you guys will see if you watch the rest of my series, whenever I get the next video up, you guys will see what happens to me with the courts. I want my mom back on GH. People come back all the time. Meaning I got you, Blink FM. I was totally lost there. I agree. I wish it was like that, right? God. I can't even drive into the neighborhood. We were over by there the other day and I don't even want to go by our house. It just makes me so upset. Gray hues, rainy days, and Mondays always get me down. Gray hues, do you have a case of the Mondays? This conversation in here, Gray hues, we're going to make it get more down. We're talking about, death and money and how it makes people so evil. You have to finish. Yes, you do, Debbie. I'm getting on that. I'm going to try to get some of that done this week. My brother and I split all my dad's money and assets in half. No issues. Wow, Rad, you're so lucky, really, because it's just horrible. No, Gray, he's General Hospital she was talking about. She was saying that, how people like die and then come back to life on those shows. She was saying that she hopes her family, her wishes her mom could come back like that. And I do too. I like my sisters beat the hell out of each other. I said ta-ta. 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 Blinky missing a toe? Who's missing a toe? I can't look at photos either, Blink. It's hard. It's hard. Very hard. I watched some of your videos today. Gray Hughes has good videos. Especially if you're in a... Oh, man, I gotta finish watching that. Thank you guys for reminding me. That's probably what I'll do when I get off of here. Jay for Justice was on Dateline. I knew she was, but I didn't know it aired already. So it just aired this past Monday, I believe. And it was so funny. I got through like the opening credits and then I don't know what happened. I must have got distracted. Happens a lot when you're me. But what do you call it? Yeah, I hear her voice, in that opening sequence, and I'm like, whoa, that's so fucking weird. Yeah, Gray, everybody watched General Hospital. My mom used to tape it. She wore out like fucking 3 VCRs that way. She kept taping over and over and over again every day. Thank you, Just Jen. I'm glad to hear that it helps people. Like, seriously, it gives me a purpose to do it. It really does. Are you near? Susan, I'm kind of near there. Yeah. And watching how to clean up my phone out and blink and out here talking about steal one and missing toes, huh? Where's Prepper? I don't know where Prepper is tonight. He's missing. There must be somebody else go live. Yeah, that was weird because she was blaming the husband the whole show, then breaking news by the media, and somehow that show got credit for breaking the news when the cops already knew, but cool. Great. I don't know what the hell you're talking about. I know you're probably referring to the Dateline episode, but so you're saying that that was weird because she was blaming the husband the whole show, then breaking news by the media, and somehow that show got credit for breaking the news when the cops already knew. I gotcha. I gotcha. I gotta watch it. I didn't watch the oh, One Life to Live. Yeah, I didn't watch the whole thing yet. Didn't watch it all. My mother-in-law used to record soaps also. Yeah, Jenna Moon. She used to like get home and like, you know, go to bed so she could sit there and watch her recorded soap operas. It was strange. I don't even know the story, the Heidi Prasad story. I think that's the right name. Is a Dateline on J for J Challenge? No, just Jen. If you email me at megamobster@gmail.com, I'll send you a link to it. Because I don't have it right now. Somebody sent it to me yesterday. I think via email, so I could forward it to you. Anyway, all right. I think I'm gonna end this tonight as it's getting late, and I gotta get my ass to bed so I could get my son up in the morning. What's up, Remy? So I will see you guys in the next one. I'm ready to go to bed. Thanks for coming, and thanks for everybody that super chatted me. I really appreciate it. And I'll see you guys maybe tomorrow. Who knows? I might pop up, tomorrow morning or something. All right. Have a good night, everybody.